This last video talks about how to, or it's going to show you how to customize WeBWorK in a few different and basic ways. So over in the instructor tools, one thing to look at is not the file manager. File manager actually you can use to upload files into WeBWorK and download them. But what we want is course configuration first. And there's a lot of different options under here. If you want, you can edit the course info.txt. So if you look at my WeBWorK, when my class logs in, they actually see over here course info. And I have a link to some things about Stokes and Green and Gauss, which I think is, these are important characters in Calculus 3. So you can edit that file over there, or you actually can under course, under File Manager, you can find course info. I said with confidence. I think if you go up there, course.conf, maybe that's not it. Well, course info is in here somewhere. It's not really important. You could change the name of this file if you wanted to. We don't really want to do that. Theme is Math 4, so you can change the way WeBWorK looks if you want. I prefer to stick with Math 4. You can change the language. Change how long a student can goof around and not do anything before they have to log in again. I think we want the time zone to be in New York. Enable course achievements. So in addition to receiving points for problems, students can also earn achievements if you set it up. So this is, with modern students that do a lot of gaming, achievements are just something that are fun. They don't count for anything, but they do give a feeling of accomplishment or something. I know there are some students that love to get these achievements, and some of them are pretty basic. So it might be, you successfully complete one problem, and you'll get a little icon that says, yes, I've successfully completed one problem. Okay, permissions is probably something we don't want to mess with, so let's just ignore that. Under display options, this is the way that mathematics is going to be presented to the students. You want to use MathJax, so let's just keep that. You can, the way students type in their answers, so if they want to do an exponent, if they want to do 2 cubed, they can type in 2 caret 3. You can have this set up so that there is a nice editor, math editor for doing stuff like that. I don't think they're particularly great, so I don't mess with those, but you can do it. This is an important number down here. I think it's probably wise to just leave it where it is, but everything's computed numerically, and this is how much error you're allowed. So it's 0.1%. If you want to enable reduced credit, so this is a period of time in which students won't receive full credit for the work they're doing. This is one of the settings. These are 2 settings you have to have set up. This actually is subtracted from the due date. So if your due date is, say, the 25th, if you figure this out to be 24 hours ahead of time, then they will start getting reduced credit on the 24th. The due date will remain as the 25th, and then this counts backwards from that. And then this is what percentage of credit they're going to receive. This should be a number between 0 and 1. So right now I have reduced credit enabled, but the students there's no reduced credit period time, and they get 100%. So effectively there really isn't a reduced credit period. If I change this to something like 600, so now we've got 10 hours, and make this 0.5, 0.5, then 10 hours before the assignment's due, the students are going to go into the reduced credit period and will only receive 50% for their work. I'm not going to do that. So we'll just leave that alone. But if you want to mess with reduced credit, you can. Here you can mess around with what kind of feedback you get. Any emails for student questions are going to go to Cook at Alfred. And then you can control what the subject line looks like. So on mine, it's going to say feedback is coming from Math 253 Cook. Then it's going to give me the user. So it could be Jim Bob, the set number, the problem number, that kind of stuff. And the section recitation, we don't have any of that information, so you actually could just delete that off from there, and it wouldn't make any difference. This means that if you have TAs in your course or anything like that, that any emails that are sent are going to go to them also. So we'll go to the instructor, but then its emails will also get sent to me, for example, because I'm an administrator in all of the courses, so I get emails. I have a way of dealing with that, but that's another issue. Okay, so you can customize your courses using these tools. There's one other thing that you might want to customize, and that is to give your students achievements. Initially, there are no achievements, so if you want to give your students achievements, then you have to import or create your own achievements. You can actually edit achievements and make up your own, but I think it's much easier to just import the default file. So we're going to import from default achievements, and we're going to assign achievements to all users, and then take action. And then, so here's one, for example, last minute math. So this one, they get the achievement if they manage to get some problems correct right before the assignment's due. This is, crack of dawn, answering some stuff early. Third time's a charm, so getting it right on the third time. How many times do you have to get a problem right on the third time to get that? You're on fire means that you answered a certain number of WeBWorK problems in a row correctly the first time. Exactly. So this kind of complete a set. So if you get an entire set complete with 100%, then you get the one set wonder. Then you can get 5 sets and so on. Okay. So the achievements, they don't really do anything. It just it's kind of a fun thing to do. I don't count them for anything, but I think it's kind of neat. So there's some basics for changing WeBWorK around. I guess I could show you, like we could do what happens if we change to UBC. Nothing. You have to hit refresh. Ooh. Wow. That's bright. All right. Well, don't like that. So let's go back to Math 4. Warnings are a bad sign. Okay, that's fine.